Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today we're having a little look at Microtopia, which is a brand newly announced automation colony sim sort of style game. Anyway, let's jump into things and see what we have got in store. Now, the lore for this one is pretty simple. If you consider what I'm about to say is simple. You play as the sort of mastermind, the hive mind of a robot ant colony. Anyway, unfortunately, given that this is a very, very early build of the game, there is sort of little tutorial pointers, which I am unable to skip, but I will do my best. Anyway, we will put down this. This is the queen, and pretty much as soon as... Let's go there. Pretty much as soon as you sort of see the aesthetic of the world and of the queen, you'll kind of see what we're dealing with here. This is a totally wild sort of setting for an automation game. But basically, what we need to do is we need to grow and automate a colony using a whole bunch of worker ants. We don't need to read any of that. I will do the explaining here. Anyway, yeah. So this is our queen. Max population, we'll talk about max population. Our population is up in the top left-hand corner. That will matter, but not for right now. Anyway, we got a couple of these guys. These are sentries. These are sort of like big workers. Anyway, these sentries we can instruct to go and do things. So far, so good. Nothing complicated whatsoever. We need to build a stockpile. All right, I will build a stockpile over here. Brilliant. And now what we can do is we can actually direct. We actually, interestingly enough, we can't direct directly over here because there is a pile of scrap in the way. So we actually have to give them little sort of waypoints. Now, that won't matter as soon as we are able to automate this process. And we're able to automate this process right now. What we're able to do is we're able to build trails. Now, as the game progresses, we'll unlock a variety of different trails that unlock the ability to do different things. Let's just move you out of the way there for a second, buddy. Now what we want to do is we want to say, hey, let's start the process off. We'll go over to here. We'll haul. We'll come back round. We will drop off here. There's some little arrows that are sort of directing to the input there, and then we will complete that circuit. We can adjust once we're on the... once we've drawn the trails, and then boom, we can add you to it, and look at that. It's officially automation time. How fantastic is that? That's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. I like that a lot. Let's get you into here. There we go, and let's get you in there. I don't know how many ants we can... We're actually probably slowing things down with a sort of back-to-back system like this. But you know what? It's going to get the job done. Brilliant. We got a lovely little stockpile, and that is looking pretty good. Okay, next thing that we need to build is an incubator. The resources in the game just come straight out of our... let's build that there. They come straight out of our stockpiles. The incubator costs 10 scrap. Happy days. We're able to do that. No big deal whatsoever. And now, we get to the sort of population mechanics, I suppose. Grow a new worker by placing a larva in the incubator. So believe it or not, this mechanical monstrosity that is the queen is able to pump out little mini robot... That looks just awful. I mean, little mini robotic... larva. Right, let's get you away from that. Let's get you to pick this up, and let's come and plant that over there. Beautiful. I mean, that just... It does not... It looks like a sort of capacitor thing. I don't know. That looks really, really funky. Also, see, look at this. We can extend the... hold on. If I grab the point there, we can grab that over there. Perfect. And we can continue on. Anyway, we are synthesizing a larva into a worker, apparently. Thank you. And boom. Now we got a small worker. Very, very cool indeed. And I hear you ask, how do we get ourselves more lava? Or larva, I should say. The way that we do that is by sucking in these energy pod things. So they're like little glowing orbs on the top of these flowers. We walk next to one, we sort of suckle one down, and then we feed it to the queen. It's kind of disturbing. There we go. Look at that. And we basically just need to do that in order to make sure that the population stays at a to make sure that the population stays at a sustainable level. The queen is going to slowly but surely sort of, you know, degrade, I guess, in terms of energy. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. Let's go and set up some trails. Now, we've unlocked a brand new trail. We actually have the ability to forage, which I think I'm going to set up to forage past here. So we'll forage past here. Then we'll just turn it right back to a hauling trail. Drop off. Beautiful. And back. And then we'll assign you to that there, and I will manually sort of do a little setup here, but I'll get a proper trail. There we go. I'll get a proper trail for this imminently. Let's continue to get scrap. Absolutely want to get as much scrap as we possibly can. Happy days. And as more workers come available, I think we're gonna just immediately direct them onto this little trail over here. Now there are more of these things over here. Maybe we want to see if we can try and get a stockpile over here. And we'll set up a bit of a foraging route. There we go. And then we'll set up a hauling route between here and here. Cool. Okay. Population-wise, we are in a pretty good place. Let's get both of these guys onto that route, please. Thank you. And that route as well. And hopefully we should be able to stockpile energy in the stockpile. Either way, we're going to get more population, which is grand. Okay. We can take materials from stockpiles using dispensers, and indeed we are going to do that. So we've got a couple of different things. We've got a dispenser. Now, why I set this stockpile up here was so that I can actually demonstrate pretty immediately the utility of the dispenser. So it will work exactly as you would imagine. We can assign a target, specifically this stockpile, and boom. The little droid things will... There we go. If we can hover over that, we can actually see directly that they are going to suck up whatever is on that stockpile, which hopefully should be more of these energy ball things. That's the dream anyway. So that's kind of nice. Right, we need to build a smelter as well here, which we will do. We've got 2 energy in the stockpile, and we've got 69 nice scrap in the pile over here. There we go. Beautiful. That's looking pretty good to me. We're continuing to get more and more scrap. I have no idea if there is a maximum amount. It could be 100 for all I know. Anyway, population-wise, we're doing okay, I think, for a population. Let's see if we can try and build this smelter that we're required to build. Uses heat to convert raw scraps into usable ingots. Right. Let's try and not build stuff super close together. Excellent. Iron blocks in stockpiles. So here's what we're going to do. Let's get a dispenser right over here. We're going to assign the target of that. We're going to do a trail, haul to here. Okay, and then we're going to assign one of these guys over there. Okay, let's see. Boom, you get the scrap. You go into here. You're going to smelt iron. Fantastic. And then, you're going to pick it up. Okay, so the red dot is the input and the output. Let's immediately just add an additional stockpile in there. Make sure that is... Yep, that looks good. Make sure that is fine. And what do you know? We are looking good. Let's assign another one of these ant things over here. Although it might not actually make much of a difference. But it should be at least a little bit more efficient, which is quite nice. Okay, means that we should always have a block, or near enough a block, always ready to rock and roll. Means that we're going to be able to hit that objective just a little bit faster, which is quite nice. I don't want to use the eraser tool, but I will click on it to make the little annoying red dot go away. Either way, this is looking pretty darn nice. I like it. Are we going to be able to sustain a slightly larger population? No, because we can only get up to 10 people, or 10 worker drone things. Which is fine. This small worker died. That happens. That is a sort of cost of doing business, I'm afraid. Is the queen getting fed? No, she's not, because the workers haven't been replaced. I'll replace both of those. That's fine. Yeah, sorry, small workers. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Okay, keep on keeping on. That is grand. Okay, marvelous. Use the iron to build a workshop. I think we should be able to do that. Create several different goods. Where do we want to do that? Probably over here, right? This is like our industrial-ish sort of area. So let's get that built. Iron plates in stockpile, screw in stockpiles. Right, what are the recipes here? Screws are literally just blocks, and iron plates are just more blocks. I mean, it's a red situation, so let's get 2 of those, and then we'll get a dispenser. I don't know what the maximum limit is for assigning a target with the dispenser, but that seems to be completely fine. Then we'll grab a... Ooh, look at this. We can divide ants evenly over several trails. Is it worth me maybe getting an additional workshop then, if that's the case? So we could get 2 workshops pretty much immediately. 2 workshops pretty much immediately, and then just split them both equally. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I kind of want to try it. Right, let's have a little look. So, divider, presumably like this. Is that how it works? I see. Okay, so it's gonna flick between them. So we'll say, pick up, take to here, round here. This needs to get moved over to here. This is going to be screw recipe. This is going to be plate recipe. This is going to get moved over to here. Excellent. And that's going to go up here. You're going to come out here. And then you're going to go background and in. Beautiful. You're going to come out here, background, and in. I think that's it. I think that is a setup that actually will not completely suck for us. Let's see if we can try and get some little workers on here. There we go. So it's going to be one on either side. Is every other part of the process running and working as it should? I think it is. I think it is. It's all fine. And honestly, we're getting enough plant growth from these things, just these flowers, that it's actually working just fine. Right. Of course, we're going to need to get some additional workers onto this side of the process because we actually require more iron blocks than anything else, which is something that I didn't actually anticipate. But you know what? I might have created accidentally a monster. Yeah, this doesn't really work in the way that I intended now that I've got 2 workers on one side. Yeah, to be fair, I don't really need to split. I don't really need to have the divider here, do I? Pause and cancel that, right? So go... Get rid of that. There we go. God, you're still... There we go. Yeah, it should absolutely be two independent routes there. Doesn't need to necessarily have the divider. But look, there we are. It's fine. It's fine. We fixed it, which is great. Happy days. We're making it work, which is marvelous. Oh, a worker died. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll re-equip you over here. That's fine. Yeah, these sentries, I think, are, they're the big boys. You know, they're the cool ones. They're the really capable ones. Relatively speaking, of course. The little workers are just around for a mere moment. Right, how are we doing? We're doing not too bad. We need a few more plates. Oh, we need a few more workers. Oh, we need another worker over here. There we go. Come on. Come on. Keep up the work. Keep up the good work. Are we okay for energy? We might be losing a little bit of energy. Let me actually move... Let me move, drop whatever you're dropping, whatever you're holding. Yeah, let's move the sentry onto this line. So that we have a little bit more sort of energy security. It would just be kind of nice. We'll get another one over there. Just for the sake of it. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine, though. Right, this is our second iron plate. Very important that we get that done. We should have that sorted any minute now, which is amazing. And boom. Okay, build a combiner, create a worker ant. A proper worker ant at long last. Okay, combines multiple ants to create one bigger ant. Well, if we've got an ant sort of facility over here, we might as well build it in this vicinity. Right, recipe, let's go combine workers. I presume that is literally just... literally just these guys. Let's go here. Oh, I tell you what, this is why we need a divider. This is perfect. Amazing. Will that work? I hope so. Okay. Energy, 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 energy. Let's go. We've got one in the left already. Let's get you to go in the right. Drop that, because we don't need it. And right in there. Okay, let's see if this works. We have got ourselves an ant. We can do plant cutting now on this worker, apparently. Keep producing until you've created 5 regular workers. Okay, does this hit my population cap? I've got to imagine that this does, right? Drop that. There we go. And let's get these workers in here. Either way, this looks pretty darn cool. I like this. Let's get you over onto there. Marvelous. And we're combining. We're combining. We're doing it. Amazing. Right. Building is full, needs to be picked up. Okay, well, you know what? You can drop this right after... You need to drop it right here, actually. There we go. There we go. That worked out not too badly. Okay, we're still pumping some stuff out, which is good. Is that all of my... That's all of my workers gone. My rubbish workers have disappeared. So that's good, at least. Do we need any additional energy production? No. We're fine. We're fine. It's just going to be a matter of time. Okay, fantastic. That is our 4th worker. Do we have any other... We don't have any other sort of pathetic little workers. No, we're actually completely fine. Which is marvelous. Okay. You can go and join over there. That's great. And we should reach this imminently. Come on. Pump out one additional chump. That'd be amazing. Yeah, we definitely don't have any other normal workers, I don't think. No, I'm pretty sure we don't. Because if we could combine them right now, but we're just gonna have to wait if that's the case. But honestly, I think everything is looking pretty good at the moment. I don't think that there's anything that's too problematic. We got a decent amount of screws. We got a decent amount of plates. The plates are coming in, you know, like at a fine rate. We have reached max. I must have a worker somewhere. I must have a worker. I must have a larva worker somewhere. You're in there, but like... Does that not count as you not existing? Do we need to feed you more energy? Is that what we need to do? Come over here. And pick up some energy. Yeah, because we do have one worker. We do have one worker in the combiner here. But I don't even actually know if it's going to be possible for us to create a second. Unless I can get you to go over here. Will that allow us to combine... Will it allow us to combine a sentry into a worker? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, so how are we going to get the capacity to get an additional... To get an additional larva? I'm not sure, actually. Because I don't think it should count if they're in the chamber here. What about if I... Oh, do we need to wait for one of these guys to die? Is that it? Oh, I don't know what we've apparently supplied enough energy to get across the cap. Fantastic. That is great news. Okay, we're now going to be able to pump out a whole bunch of additional chumps. All we needed to do was supply more energy. Yeah, to be fair, like, we do have quite a long sort of, like, energy collection cycle here. But it's fine, I think. It's fine. No. Just go back. Try again. There we go. Okay, finally, we've done it. We've moved on. Amazing. So, I think we just want to feed more energy then. I think, if that's the case. Let's go and make that happen. Combine regular workers once again to create Inventor ants. Combine 2 regular workers into an Inventor ant. Okay, well, I'm going to take the regular ants from... I want to say somewhere that's not my energy process, because... Yeah, I'm going to take him... I'm going to take him over here. Drop that. I know there's something that needs to be picked up in the building. That's okay. I guess we'll send you right back to where we had. There we go. Okay, we'll see how that works. Anyway, give me an Inventor ant. Combine to Inventor. Phenomenal. It's going to take only a brief moment. Let's get you onto here. And that's fine. Okay. Okay, we sorted the issue. I'm not doing anything fancy with my energy setup. We just need to sort of deal with what we've got at the moment. Now, ideally, I'd probably get another sort of production or population facility that would allow us to combine maybe even another entire incubator setup. I mean, this queen is going absolute gangbusters at the moment. I mean, and that's pretty fantastic if I do indeed say so myself. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The real question is, also, we can cut this journey time a little bit here. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, we can get way more ants. We can get way more ants doing way more stuff, which is exactly what I'm minded to do. But production of all of our goods looks pretty good. Let's change this back to combine to workers. Excellent. Okay, we've got an Inventor ant. Fill up an Inventor ant by feeding it 10 energy pods. Oh, wow, I see. We actually have to fill it up. Can we fill it up with a... Can we fill it up with a... with a regular old worker? I guess so. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. Right. Let's get you onto here. In fact, let's see if we can do that. And then how the heck do we do this? By using an Inventor. We need an Inventor pad. Right. Okay, and then that's got an input and an output as well. You know what? Let's do this over here. Let's do this over here. I'm presuming that this is the energy input. Let's get the Inventor onto the Inventor pads. And you need to be on the foraging circuit, which I could shorten at least a little bit. There we go. You're now officially on it. Right. This combiner is looking pretty decent right now. Very, very happy with how this is looking. Excellent. And let's fill you up. Okay. The Inventor needs 10 energy. That's quite a lot of energy if I'm not mistaken. Also, it looks like we're very slightly going to be able to get to stage 3 here. That is very, very exciting. Let's see if we can try and maintain stage 3 and feed a little bit more energy. It's going to be a little bit tough to do because we're obviously trying to feed the Inventor as well. Yeah, we're going to just need more resources that are sort of concerned with energy. Also, I note that the bug that we had over here has died. They do run out of energy, so we need to be careful about replenishing them. Okay. Either way, though, we'll get this Inventor. We'll get this Inventor all sorted before we move on. I think it seems to me to be a very sensible thing to do. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe in the future moving the queen much nearer to the energy pods. Way, way, way better to do. Because it just takes less time to move the key resources to where they need to be, right? That's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. But honestly, this is completely fine. 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, look, we're gonna get our energy in just a second. which is marvelous. We can still get up to 25 even at stage 2, so we still have a little bit of leeway. Still have a little bit of leeway there. Okay, the Inventor ant, his backside has been filled up with energy. That is amazing. Click on the Inventor ant to complete its duty. Oh my goodness. And we get tech points from an Inventor ant's backside. That is amazing. You've unlocked the radar tower. In the full version, you'll unlock this via the tech tree. Build a radar tower and make contact. Okay, we can't actually get anything right now, but we can build the radar tower, and it looks like, yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of additional stuff. Second order, advanced research, love to see it. Okay, the radar tower is 30 energy pods, 12 cube things, and 10 screws, 8 plates. Okay, let's immediately stop production of this stuff because we actually already have the required components. Let's get back to scrapping, shall we? There we go, back to scrapping. That's what we need. We need scrap, and we need a heck of a lot of it. Are we going to be able to maintain this stage 3 situation? I think we will. We got a lot of energy over here. Maybe we need to tighten the circuit up a little bit, you know? If I can grab that corner, please. Yeah, maybe we tighten this corner up just a little bit, just to make it a little bit more efficient. But I think we can manage that. Either way, this is looking a little bit more positive. We're gonna get those cubes. How many cubes did we need? We only needed 12, and we've already managed to get a couple. And as long as we get a second ant on this setup here, which I can do right now, in fact, we can make this work fairly well. Any additional energy required? I'll get you over there. Don't know why I'm making you go on a bit of a wide-ranging expedition, but that is completely fine. Is it worth us building another Inventor ant? Probably not. Flight, though? I mean, that's heckin' cool. That's really heckin' cool. Yeah, again, there's probably a better setup where we have, like, one ant. Probably, like, a sentry ant. Like, I imagine that putting the sentry ants, you know, on the circuit that keeps supplying the queen, you know, in perpetuity is probably a better idea so that we don't accidentally, you know, run out of energy on one of our key workers. But, again, I'm not majorly concerned about that at the moment. Getting past, you know, stage 2 into stage 3, not a very big deal. Let's actually pick that up and head over to here. There we go. That's going to be our next cube. Fantastic. It was free. It was lying on the ground. That's amazing. And honestly, we should be able to build the radar tower very, very soon indeed. Let's build it. Let's build it here. We're not going to be able to build it fully yet. We're going to need to get additional energy pods. Yep, that is it. But as soon as we're able to do that, it should be completely fine. And again, probably like having... That was a mistake. Probably having like additional ants working on energy pods, probably straight from the start, is pretty good. Probably best not to have the energy pods so far away from pretty much everything. But apart from that, like, not necessarily a big deal. How many more do we need? You know what? Let's get these guys. Let's get these guys on here. There's no point in smelting anything else, right? I mean, there might be, but for now, it seems like there is no point. I think that this is probably going to be the end of the build. Let's go and get this picked up over to there. Beautiful. We're still combining ants. So we'll get him into the right place. Amazing. Literally 4 more, and then we'll be fine. And the queen is continuing to receive her juicy bounty of energy pods, which is quite nice. Excellent. Very, very cool indeed. And we can make contact, which one has to imagine. Oh my goodness. Are these bad guys or these good guys? These flying ant things. Well, that does look a little bit funky, I must say. Getting some bad vibes from this. But maybe good vibes. You never know. It could be good vibes. Should I try making another Inventor ant? Let's try making another Inventor ant. What's gonna happen? No signals found. We're searching. We did it! Wow, who could have seen that coming? Really, really, really nice little game. I am absolutely, unbelievably excited for the full version of this game to come out. It's coming out in 2024 at some point. Very unique automation system. I love the whole sort of like grid drawing thing. Because it becomes an issue of like space as well, right? Because you don't want to have. I didn't really demonstrate it very well in this video. But if you have, you know, inputs and outputs too close together, there is a sort of like max catchment range. I don't know if that's even visible here, but like you can see, there's like a max catchment range for both of these things. You need to make sure that you're spreading stuff out appropriately, you know, and using space efficiently. And I think that's going to be the real test of, you know, the automation potential of different sort of ant bases in the real version of the game. And I'm excited for that. I think that is going to be fantastic. I think that is going to be really, really, really cool indeed. This is a great little showcase for a game that looks fantastically exciting and interesting, and I can't wait to see what more happens. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.